What I'm talking about is that
Yes.
the African man knows how to treat a lady. The African man works. The African man takes care of responsibility, bees. The African man takes care of his kids. Do you think that is something that it's exclusive or something that we talked about?
Yeah, you see, if you are trying to compare these two things, it's just like the difference between the light and the darkness.
Mm-hmm. So who's the light and who's the darkness?
You see, now we now bring in what we call Renaissance.
Okay.
Renaissance coming. Do you know the difference between the old bridge and the new bridge? The light and the darkness are never the same.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're privileged to be here. What made it possible? Who made it possible? How on earth did you with what we are doing now? You can they send it out, disseminate it out, and people started making comment. Who are the people that made it possible? Now, we had always been, the African had always been living in dark before the Western.
But I totally disagree with that, because I'm someone that I have this mindset different for a lot of things. For example, because that's a different another topic, but just to throw a little light in it. What we mean by dark? What's the definition by dark? Because that's what the Western world has always put forward, that Africa is that, just like we saying that uncivilized. What do you mean by uncivilized? What do you mean by dark?
Yeah, you've been in the dark before the Western world.
So the Western world is the light.
Basically, you have the light.
I disagree with that.
How?
No, why I disagree with that? Because if we are looking at it from that perspective, we are saying the Western world is light and African is dark, which to me I totally disagree with. It boils down to civilization, if you want to compare it, like uncivilized and civilized. Now, before the Westerners came to Africa, weren't Africans living peacefully?
You see, the word peacefully is a different ballgame.
No, I mean,
when you're using the word, it's a different thing.
I disagree.
It's a different topic.
I disagree.
Apparently, we have been living peacefully before they came.
Yes.
At the same time,
why is it that now we feel that someone, when I mean that someone, the Western society, will be the one to come define our parameters of judgment, of morals, societal or social construct. They come to define certain parameters. Civilized, you are uncivilized. What you know might not be what I know, but what I know is working for me. I'm doing it perfectly and it's functioning. Even before the advent of modern medicine, let me divert a little bit. Africans have been treating traditional medicine. But you see, the problem of this westernization of Africa is making Africa not to be productive in their own traditional way to develop things that will suit them based on their environment and societal landscape. China, for example, China did not go Western. It didn't go Western. It was not Western. So will you tell me China is in the dark? No, they did what suits their culture, their system. That's why Africa is lacking, because we are forgoing what we are used to before the Westerners came, and we want to embrace Western world. Before the Westerners came, Africans, let me not generalize Africa, because I've not been to all the African states. Actually, I've only been in Nigeria. Let me say Nigeria. Nigeria was used to farming. Farming was a big deal. A lot of people, and I believe that if we were still farming up to now, we will be better off in terms of how we feed the nation, how we feed the populace. But then the Westerners came, and now we diverted to what we diverted to petroleum, we diverted to technology. I'm not saying those are not good. Trust me, they're good. But to say that certain things like our tradomedical lifestyle, that's what we believe in. And it was working. It was working. It's not like it was not working like we're living in blind or we're in the dark. I don't succumb to that argument that we're living in the dark. It was what we were used to, just like China has their own traditional lifestyle, just like there's certain tradition in China where the snake, like if you drink the snake blood, it gives you energy. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they do. Probably it's been working for them and they still keep doing it. You know, there was a time that you see like China and certain countries control the Western influence, the media, and they think it's like the propaganda or brainwash not to brainwash their citizens. But we Africa, we allow the Africa, I still keep using Africa, I don't want to generalize. Nigeria has been polluted with such Western influence that we no longer have the beginning, we no longer have the parameters of bearing. Back in the days, I recall in my little time here on Earth, back in the days, there used to be a focus on Hausa language. You must learn it, Yoruba language, you choose one out of the three in the primary school. But now, it's replaced with French, Spanish. We don't speak French in Nigeria. We don't speak Spanish in Nigeria. Now, why would I know how to speak Spanish or French, which is not even indigenous to me, and I don't know how to speak that which is indigenous to me, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, which are the major languages in Nigeria. You see what I'm talking about? It's like, it's an influence trying to erase what we're used to. So I don't think Nigeria is assimilating that Western influence properly.
You see, I have my reasons why I use the word darkness. Dark and the light. I have my reasons. If you take yourself, back ways from where we all got started. You see, first of all, today you have cars on the road, you have planes. First of all, what is the basis? What is our means of transportation before the Western world? What was our means of transportation?
The means of transportation were using horse, donkey, cows.
Yes, you're talking about. And at what length does
to me, that's not barbaric. It's not. That's what I'm trying to say. Those are the brainwashing tactics. No, it's not barbaric to me. That's what we use.
What was the essence of our means of transportation before they came? Then secondly, I tell you this. Before they came, the coming of the Western to our world is just a blessing that we need to, anytime we say, God, thank you. It was just, I will not agree with that. You are not making an argument. We're trying to make points.
It's a point.
You are not to those games. I'm taking you to somewhere.
Of course.
Yes, I'm talking about.
What do you mean by blessing? To me,
it's a very big blessing in this guy. And then let me tell you, before the Western world,
we diverted from our topic already.
No, I'm not diverting your topic. I didn't divert your topic.
Okay.
I was not trying to take you from the basics, take you to some certain basis. Why they are just blessed? A kind of what you call a blessing to us in these guys. Before the whites came to us, the Western world came to Africans. If you give birth, for instance, to twins, as at that time, before Mary Celeste came to like, hey, this thing is not, this is not, I get any. By the time you give birth to twins, it's an abomination. It's a taboo. What happened? He killed those children.
Okay.
Until Mary Celeste came and stopped.
I'll answer that.
Then secondly, before the coming of the Western world, when they came to Africa, the belief they even have about Africa was that we cannot conceive of God. We cannot imagine that a power that exists that is called God. That is the belief because of what they met on ground.
Was that true?
They kind of.
That's not true. We in Africa, we. To me, I believe that religious wise, I think African, a lot of error has been done to Africa as a continent. Because why our values, our way of life, our morals are being taken away, and it's being written off history. Yes. That we're not able to account for when this all started or how it is going. Yes. Because how it is going currently is Western influence. That's how it is going currently. Yes. And now, Mary Celeste, let me answer that before I forget my point.
Yeah.
Mary Celeste, that's fine. But you know also, in a beautiful country that they call the greatest nation on earth, there was a time they were killing millions of black people. Was that barbaric or not? If you said that it's a Celeste, twins being murdered is barbaric, then what about people that were killing in Germany? Adolf Hitler was killing, millions of other races. So yes. My point is this, right? We cannot pick a specific error in history that was done in Africa and say, that because these errors were done in different forms all over the world. All over the world in history have been in a barbaric setting at the time. So still saying that Africa and that's what the West want us to believe in, that Africa is barbaric. But this stuff has happened all over the world. Same thing. We the people tell people, I love where we're going. Same thing I tell people be having the issue like the Muslim fanatics that happening in Burma. So I tell people, listen, you don't understand, you have to research. Christian did this too. Yes, back in the days, the Crusade, King James and others, the kings and whatever in British, the Catholic and the Protestant, they killed millions. Go check it. Researching people. I think about 7 to 9 million people were killed by the Christians during the Crusade. So you saying that Muslim religion, they like to kill. Christian did it all in the name of what? There are fanatics in every religion. And also, there are barbaric things that have been done, that were done in all sectors of humanity. The Caucasians, the Africans, the Germanic tribes, the Europeans, the Chinese, the Asia, you name it. So I don't see it measurable to just focus on one continent, Africa, and that's the dark of this. It was barbaric stuff. Even in this great nation, America, human sacrifice was even done years back, where people were being slaughtered, believing that if you go to the great Mexico, the Caribbeans, there were sacrifices being done with human blood, all in the name of appeasing God. So we're not focusing on that, right? But we want to focus on Africa. That's my point.
You say, first of all, did you even know in the first place how the Western world discovered Africa?
The Western world did not discover Africa. You cannot discover a place where people are already living. Yes. It's like me coming out and I see, I just wake up one morning and I come out and see a car. Oh my God, I discovered this car. I discovered the car was back there by somebody else. You cannot discover a place. To me, I feel that's an erroneous postulation by the West. You cannot discover a place where people are already living.
Nobody
just because those people didn't have the means or access to document their existence, does not mean that place was not in existence.
It was.
You don't discover a place where it's like me coming I discovered this shit. For example, I'm just going to a Walmart or let me go to a Macy's I just see a Ralph Lauren perfume. I discovered this perfume. I'm the first one to discover this perfume. I didn't discover. Somebody put the perfume there.
You see why it's like that? Because what they have, you don't have.
What we have, they didn't have at the time.
You don't have what they have.
What we have, they didn't have at the time.
What if you can look at the history?
I'll give. Okay, let me go back. Let me go in.
Yes.
If you look at history,
yes,
right, when they came in, they looked at I will not say Africa because I tend to want to say Africa, but I'm trying to be conscious of saying Africa because I want to make my argument more substantial. You know, saying Africa, because I've not been to a lot of African countries. I'll have the opportunity to do that and see the culture. But looking at it from the Africa-Nigeria perspective, they kill me. They're losing our culture. Which up to today, there are certain artworks that we are still being asking, especially the British government, to release the kingdom of Benin, the Edo people. There are certain things, so you cannot tell me that what did we offer.
You see,
we have nothing to offer. What were they doing there in the first place? This is a very deep argument. But my own thing is that Africa, you cannot discover a place that already existing. You cannot say people are living in the dark because they don't conform to your belief. It's like the Christians saying like the same argument that I have with religious mindset people. The same argument is this: like you cannot call another person a pagan just because he doesn't believe in your religion. That's not right. That's not wrong. You see, because that person has a religion that is working for him. So why would you call him a pagan? Because it's not yours. So you say he's in the dark because he's not doing what you're doing. That's me. It's not that's not
I will want to, you say when they came to Africa, when the white men came to Africa, they didn't just come to like start looting the Africa. They didn't just come to like the slavery and the slave trade did not just start immediately they came. You see, first of all, you mentioned Benin. When it came to Benin, they looted. In Benin, one thing that makes me respect Benin so far, like you are now as maybe a student of history, Benin had during the colonial era, they had a seaport called Bateau.
Yes.
In Benin. Benin were the only people that never took out their person as a slave.
A quick question.
They never
was it the Western world that asked Benin to develop the seaport? So these things were already in motion. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now for somebody to come like I'm the one that showed you how to do it, it's baffling.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. They didn't just come and like, immediately they discover Africa, they
did not discover Africa. I will not accept you using that.
I have to tell you, see, even when they discover you blacks,
they didn't discover.
No, yes.
Have you ever seen now let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Would you also now, because you're saying like, I think your argument is the first time they were the first to see the blacks, right? Would it also be plausible with right for the black to say, we discovered the white because we were the first to see the white? So the first black man saw the white.
You were not the one that traveled that miles to discover them. They traveled to see you.
They traveled to see.
They do. So let me tell you one thing. There are what we call the ferocities. First of all, there was two arguments. When the white were trying to say, okay, the world is flat. The other person was saying the world is spherical.
We also have our dialogue.
No, the first person.
We also have our dialogue about Oduduwa, right? The Yoruba land. So why are you focusing on Oduduwa, the white man's own? Oduduwa, the storyline on how the earth was made. Why is that not being postulated?
See, let me tell you, in an African setting, if you are bringing Oduduwa, if you go to where was it in Ife or what is that? They have a chain on that ground to tell a chain that they say this is what Oduduwa. They followed from the heaven to the ground. And when he was coming, he came with N. He has sound, and immediately he just he dropped the sound, and he left the what do you call it? He left the hand, and the hand keep spreading the whole sound, and that is how the earth was built. How true could this be, my brother? You see, now you
said how could that be? You see,
yes.
But now you could believe somebody coming telling you that the world is flat. As a person going through the run of the world.
Yeah, the first person that said the world was spherical is Giulio. He was killed. He was murdered. The first person that wrote Bible in the city of London, he was killed. But that is the Bible. They are using the whole world. The whole world is using today. Yes.
What is the Bible? Or let me not use the word Bible because I don't want to offend anybody out there. What is the context of religious? Let me use the word religious book.
Yes.
Are these opinions of people, prophets, history?
Yes.
Okay. So if it is yes,
basically that book you're saying, that holy book you're saying, before you and I were born, and according to the scriptures, according to the Bible, according to the Quran, you have Moses, you have Abraham, that is Abraham.
I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Buddhist, I'm a Jewish. I believe in all of it.
All the books.
You know what I mean? The reason why I do it is that, how do you know which is the right religion? You don't know, because on that day, my telling you is this. The reason why I believe is like, I believe in the good things of those religions.
Yes.
You know, I sometimes I listen to Louis Farrakhan. Is one of the Nation of Islam in America.
Yes.
I listen to a lot of pastors, bishops. I listen to all of that.
Yeah.
So we focusing on writing Africa off because we believe that no. Let me jump back a little bit. You know, this religion, were part of the agenda. Because Africa, before Christianity came from Islam was from the East.
Yeah.
Christian was from the West.
Yeah.
Africa has that tradition.
Yes.
So
what kind of tradition did you practice before the story?
African traditional religion.
Yes. In African traditional religion, that's the ATR, African traditional religions.
Yes.
What kind of thing did you practice?
The Ogun, that's the thing, that's what we're looking at, because the Western world has told you is barbaric, it's something is archaic. Yeah. But you know that back in the days, there was in Christendom, there was sacrifice. If you see in the Holy Book, in the Bible, where Abraham, there was in the Old Testament before the New Testament, you know. So you telling me that we're focusing on that kind of things? Those days, certain religions were doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, even if you look at the Jewish aspect of it, I heard that they also use some sacrifice, like a chicken and stuff, or some certain rats. You know, so but if an African religion does that, that's barbaric. You know, so if you look at back in the inception of this religious aspect we're discussing about, every aspect has the way they connect to their deity. It's all about deity, how you connect. What is the medium that you use to connect? Major of the medium was through blood. That was the medium. Right now, in African traditional religion, in all religions, there's a good, there's a bad aspect of it. Even there are some certain, according to documented info out there are some certain books in the Bible that were left out. Why do you think it was left out? You know, so that's my point. It's like
on that ground that I want to call mono and poly. The worshipping of one God and worshipping of too many gods. Before the advent of the Western world to Africa, like particularly in Nigeria, they have over 378 gods they were worshipping before the advent of Islam.
And what is wrong with that?
Let me tell you, a lot is wrong with that. So many things, and that's why, because of the fetish thing they met on ground.
What do you mean by fetish?
Because of all those idol stones and
what's wrong with that?
All those stones pouring liberation, pouring blood,
okay, so what's wrong with that?
Sacrificing human beings, and you feel there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that.
You are saying it's not barbaric by sacrificing human beings.
I'm not
saying all those they are gods.
No, you said idols. They are idols.
Yes.
I'm also telling you that in history,
basically, the both religions
also sacrifice human. But as time goes on, even as there are certain religions that still does it now under
is it normal?
For you to say African perspective is barbaric,
when we're talking about,
I do not agree
when
with
you're talking about when you're talking about Christianity, mono. If you are talking about Islam, mono.
Where did Islam come from? Islam come from the East.
Yeah, from the East.
Where did the Christian come from? Christian come from the West.
The preaches towards one God. The preaches one God.
Look at this.
One God.
One God.
You one God.
Do you know Christianity has different variant? We have Pentecostal, we have Catholic.
Yeah, what are they talking about?
Are they different ways? So the question
is it talking about one God or too many gods? What is it talking about?
The African religion talks about God. Right?
Yes.
The question is, how do you know that which you're following is the right way? So why would you judge another person that whatever? To me, I believe that whatever you're doing, if it's working for you, that's fine.
Let me tell you.
Who give you the moral justification? Just like the Christian is accusing the Muslim, the Muslims are accusing the Christian. I don't think there's a moral justification. If whatever you're doing is working for you, then that's beautiful. That's good.
There is always a two ways to a coin, right? Two sides to a coin. It's either you're born, like for instance, you could be. What do I want to say? You could be a realist or an idealist.
Okay.
In life, it could be an idealist or a realist. I'm a realist, and it does not make much use being anything. That's why I am.
Okay.
Now, if you look before the Arab world, or even after the Arab world and Christianity came, you have some people that are. I mean, we have Islam, we have Christianity, we have Buddhism, we have Hinduism, we have Sikhism.
Hinduism, Buddhism, that was what Asia, right?
Yeah, these are.
Did you see Asia? Did you see Asia people? They took the westernization aspect of it because that's their culture. They believe in Hinduism, Buddhism, and mind you, the Buddhism they have different gods too. They have it up to now. They have it.
Yeah,
even the Indian, they have different gods.
Yes.
They still practice it. There's no influence. So why are we not saying that? Oh, Asia is barbaric, but Africa is
those areas you just mentioned, and you felt it's normal for you to bring maybe a cow, and you say a cow is my God. In some part of China, up to now, they worship ants.
Okay.
They see ants as their God. And we did this thing we're talking about is commonsensical.
Yes.
Use your brain and like try to digest it and say,
I like that. Now
these things you are saying, God.
Let me answer.
As you and I speak, we have some people today that do not believe in God.
Yes, of course.
We have some people, they do the right thing. They don't go to church, they don't go to nowhere.
Yes.
People say they are free thinkers.
Let me answer that. You see that aspect you just mentioned of a cow, right? You mentioned of people worshiping ants, right?
Yes.
To me, it's synonymous with bringing the rosary or the what you call in Islam, the bead.
Yes.
So, what's significance of that object? Yes. I don't know if you get my point. So now you're not being concerned like, oh, to me it's just this was made from a factory, but people attach meaning to it.
Yes.
So why are you judging somebody that attached meaning to the cow? It's not the same thing. What's the difference?
Alison, do you know?
You see what I'm saying? The world would be a beautiful place if everyone just
do you know today?
Yes.
Even right, like you and I sitting down, we have some people who are still practicing. They don't practice it. They don't practice. Either Islam or whatever.
Atheist.
They still practice the African traditional religions.
Of course, there are a lot of people.
And these people, we have so many of them who come today as of today. They come to you to confess to the world and tell you this is the numbers of people who have killed.
Okay.
Through this, through that.
Okay. And we shouldn't. Don't get me wrong. You are looking at it from that perspective. This is beautiful. But have you also seen where pastors use human sacrifice to build their churches? So that's not barbaric.
No,
have you also seen? I have a video, and a man in Lagos State, Nigeria. A video, and a man was when she was sleeping with a woman on the street. He didn't know that. So but don't use it. But you're using that African perspective to judge Africa.
You see the Bible. That's not right. The Bible.
Why are you doing that?
The Bible. Let's assume this is the Bible. This is the Quran. I'm very sure they are only using them as an opium, no instrumentally to like blindfold people. they are not pastors and they are not imams.
Thank you so much. Now that's a beautiful point. That's you telling me that
they are not.
There are just like I tell people, right? I think we end the discourse because we passed our time limit. But this is a very controversial discourse. But let me just say this.
Yeah.
Just like I tell people.
Yeah.
I cannot condemn you for what you believe in.
Yeah, sure.
It is not my moral right to judge what you believe in.
Yes.
The belief of everyone is one major factor. That's why you believe in it.
Yes.
The pursuit of happiness and satisfaction.
Yes.
So if your pursuit of happiness is in Christendom, congratulations. If your pursuit of happiness and satisfaction and finding meaning for life, of life, is in Islam, it's beautiful. If your pursuit of happiness is in Hinduism, it's beautiful. But to tell me that Hinduism is the best, my question is like, because I think a lot, my question is like, how do you know Hinduism? Do you get like an intuition, like a flashbulb? Someone just kind of like Hinduism is the best religion out of it? Because there are people practicing Christianity that are doing well. There are people practicing Islam that are doing well. People practicing Hinduism, Buddhism, and people practicing African traditional religion that have that peace that they are seeking. Because the essence of religion is finding meaning of life. What is the meaning of life?
Harrison, do you know from what you have just said, there is this clause, a clause in the Bible, and the same clause is in the Quran. And that clause is that the Christian will come and say you, except you die in the way of Christ, or you can never make heaven. Are you getting me?
Has anybody been to heaven back? I don't understand that heaven is
Yes, let me tell you, that is one clause. Then the same clause in the Holy Quran will say, except you died as a Muslim, or you saw the other one, if you don't die as a Christian, you cannot make heaven. And the other one will tell you, if you don't die as a Muslim, I died as a Muslim, you cannot make heaven.
Okay.
Most time, when my Muslim folk, brothers and sisters want to tell me, they are saying, look, let's not be judgmental. Let's leave that angle, that area to God. Do you know before now, I remember when I was very, very small, do you know when during the festival time, when the Muslim cook will give to Christian will collect it, they will throw it away. When the Christian cook, they give to Muslim collect it and throw it away. But at time come when they started making research, and I get me, they now find out that what the reason, what are even the reasons of this festival?
Yes.
I get me. And now the essence of this festival is they are not serving idol, nothing. They are just for the sake of God.
Yes.
I get me.
Yes.
Even the fowl, even the cock, I mean the goat or whatever the Christian kill. Even if you don't today,
yes.
Most Muslim, for us to see how we have built our relationship. That's what I'm talking about. Because they know, most Christians know that yes, if they sacrifice, if they kill animal, are you getting me? By themselves, yes. Muslim will say, oh, we will eat it. Do you know what the Christian does today? If they want to kill their goat, they want to kill their elk for the festival. They call Muslim, come and kill it for them. Yes. When they kill it and they cook, they send it to Muslim. What does Muslim collect it? We eat it. They eat it happily.
That's what I'm saying.
But today, the same Christian too, when Muslims cook food and give it to them too, they collect, they eat happily. Even someone like in my house.
What I'm saying is like certain things.
Today we have realized that we are one. We are one brothers. That is just why we are doing. We just
that's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. That I will end the episode in a couple of minutes. Just to finalize this situation. Now, in response to what you just said, right? We looking at that perspective. I don't know the reason why Muslims do what they do. I don't know the reason why Christians do what they do. It's not in my position to judge. You know, for example, we're talking about the kill an animal, but I do understand that. I think in the ethics of Islam, you don't burn the animal, right? Right? Or from a normal like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? But there's particular reason why it's been done. So it is nobody's position to be judgmental why it's been done. It is the religion, the ethics of religion that understand what has been done. Just like the ethics of the African religion, if he has 1, 2, 3, 4 gods, or like God of rain, God of sun, God of thunder, that's their ethics. So if we want to start poking holes, there are a lot of holes that will be poked in all religions. A lot of holes that will be poked in all religion. Why am I worried that I think this is what will save me? You know? This was made probably from China. This was made probably from China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So why would I be like, oh, then concentrate everything in it, or this is what will save me? You know what I mean? If we want to start poking holes, but they have a reason why this is what a symbol that they want to connect their faith to.
Yeah.
So that's my own opinion. And to cut the whole story short, Africa is a beautiful place. Sure. I do not believe that anybody discovered any place, especially if people were already living there. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the definition of civilization. What do you mean by civilization? Because I believe that what another person's practice might be different for you. It does not mean that person is barbaric. It does not mean that person is way behind. There are people that means if you would define civilization more than the Western or modern definition, that means, you know the Amish, right? You've heard about the Amish.
Yeah.
So you tell me that the Amish are civilized. But that's their way. They don't want to drive the car, drive the bicycle. They don't want anything to do with electric cars, nothing. That's just their way. So why would I say they are uncivilized? Because that's what they want to do. If the world, respect everyone's decision or the pursuit of their lifestyle, it is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do like what we're discussing on this platform, it's controversial, it's heated, especially this topic, we diverted to something else. It was beautiful. And I intentionally, the new topic was beautiful, we diverted to something else. This is beautiful, the value of Africa. I want to term that topic. Subscribe, click the like button, and drop your comments, criticisms. If you want topics to be discussed, please drop your topic. Thank you very much, and see you next episode.